Hello everyone and welcome to the road to Nexomania. I am the Crushinator and we are live on YouTube. Can you believe it? We're over here, new platform. I'm trying to create just a one-stop shop for you to see all of my casting content. So expect to see the casts live here, expect to see the VODs live here, short videos, medium videos. I'm going to try to have it all in one place. So welcome. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you coming out to our first official big stream here on YouTube. We've got two great teams for you here in our Road to Nexomania series. We've got Summer Squash taking on Reset City. The teams have decided they're going to play all three matches in this best of three today, which is often the case here in this CCS tournament. So strap in for three great matches. Teams are in the lobby getting ready to go. Let them know that I'm all set. We'll get going in just a moment. Let's check out the map situation. We are going to be starting things off on Towers of Doom as chosen by Summer Squash. Here in Nexomania, there are no map bans, and every map is available except for the ARAM maps. Unfortunately, my graphics package here doesn't even have an icon for Blackheart's Bay, because who would possibly have Blackheart's Bay in a competitive setting? Well, CCS Road to Nexomania does. I'm going to see if I can fix it for next time to hopefully get every single one of our maps on there, but just know that Blackheart's Bay is on the menu here. Hope everyone's having a good time in the chat. Yeah, this is my first straight to YouTube live cast. McExter. What do we got? McExter? Almost got it. So close. But the lobby's up and running, so let's jump on into our first draft. Hope you like all the new graphics. Hope you like all the new transitions and music and whatnot. I've spent some time sprucing up the place, changing things up, as I'm often known to do between seasons. So we'll see what these teams are cooking up for us in our first draft here. Fortunately, no co-catters with us just yet. Maybe at some point they'll join me. Reset City going to be first to act here. See if they've picked anything up from our most excellent Nations Cup that happened this past weekend. Not that that would inform these matches too much, as we are not playing a Meta Madness format. But maybe they'll see some heroes from this past weekend that they realize might be a little more viable than they expected. Tahaka going to be our first ban from Reset City. Tahaka, one of our most powerful offlaners in general, but on Towers of Doom, being able to just rotate in on those camp fights, rotate in on objectives, and also not having to mount to move quickly between lanes is a big plus here on Towers of Doom, because the rotations for both offlaners are pretty much right next to each other. Summer Squash going to ban away Johanna here first thing. Still the most stalwart and general of tanks that we've got. Reset City pondering their second ban here on Towers of Doom. See if they want to keep focusing on that offlaner situation. Maybe catch one of the healers out here. Right wing if they want to stick with that global theme. Diablo going to be the ban though. It's a big red machine, definitely an S tier tank right now. Very, very survivable state that Diablo's been left in since the last patch. It used to be Diablo was a tough one to take early because you were worried about Tychus, you were worried about Hanzo, just anything that could shred you down for free. And those things still hurt. But Diablo, so much regen off that Fire Stomp, you can definitely first pick him. Summer Squash can open things up with a Sylvanas ban. With our DPS taken off the board here, so no healers banned off the top. We'll see if that's going to be a priority pick or if there's going to be possibly an early tank taken. Blaze, the choice here for Aurum. Hard to get much of a better first pick than that. Summer Squash with a chance to respond here. You don't necessarily have to go with the Hog or Blaze. There's plenty of good rotating heroes here. Zool, Malthael, Rexar, Urel all do well. Ace, though, happy enough to take that Rexar. Slick Rub on the Lucio here. So many walls in between lanes that Lucio can take advantage of and interrupt those rotations. Reset City looking to put something alongside the Blaze. See if they want to take their healer here before the mid-ban, or if they're going to try to leverage another pick here. What do we got? A Nubarak Gul'dan here for Aeladin and Lever status. Alright, so getting their tank in with 2 other tanks banned. Gul'dan, very strong wave clear, can be a little bit difficult in terms of retreating on a large map here like Towers of Doom. There's not a lot of space to retreat to, you're pretty much out there on your own. So Lever status going to have to play a little bit carefully on the sustained mage. Healer ban coming out from Summer Squash as they've already got their Lucio picked up. I imagine Reset City is thinking about a tank ban as they've already got the tank on their side, but we'll see if they've got another hero in mind to take away from Summer Squash here. They will take away a tank. It is Garrosh off the board. So, I mean, Muradin, Mei, a couple of tanks that we tend to see on Towers of Doom. Mei with great interrupts and zoning around the objectives definitely does some good work. Muradin, I'd say, would be a more traditional, down-the-middle type of pick. But maybe they got something else in mind here. Summer Squash with the next 2 picks coming up will be that Muradin here from Mesos, and T3 Cat opting for Vala, one of our highest output damage dealers on the roster. You can run solo DPS Vala, although with Lucio hyper carry onto Vala isn't as common here, so I'm expecting to have another damage out from Lamort, or at least a high damage bruiser. We'll see what Reset City is thinking. Mama Luigi going for the Rhaegar, and Pina Colada going Tychus. Alright, I like the Tychus pick into Muradin and Hogger. If you've only got the Gul'dan and a lesser damage dealer into that front line, Muradin just lives forever. Hogger just gets to live in that back line, so I really do like that rounded out pick here for Reset City. Lamort with the last pick. We've got 2 medium to short range damage dealers. Maybe we see some range here from like a Chromie or a Hanzo from Lamort. We'll see what this last pick is going to be. It will be the Hanzo going for the ranged poke. Should be a good damage profile into a Nubarak, though they're going to have to watch out for Blaze on that flank because we got some squishy backliners here for Summer Squash, and if they group up too much, Blaze can absolutely get in there with the punish. Alright, getting ready for game number 1 here. Drafts are looking pretty good. How do you think it's going to go? Let's switch on back. Alright. Draft is loading on up here. First game on Towers of Doom. Looking at the 2 drafts. I feel like the Summer Squash draft is a little bit more maneuverable here, but I feel like the lethality of Reset City, if they can catch a few people with that Blaze engage, with that Anubarak engage, they can really put some damage on multiple targets quickly. So it's going to be up to Summer Squash here to make sure they don't get caught on those flanks. Starting to load on up. There we go. Let's get ready for game 1.
Prepare yourself for battle.
Here we go. Game number 1 in this Road to Nexomania matchup. On the left in the blue, we have Summer Squash. Ace is on Hogger, Slick Rub on the Lucio, Lamort is playing Hanzo, Mesos on the Muradin, and we've got T3 Cat on the Vala. On the right in the red, we have Reset City, Pina Colada on Tychus, Lever Status playing Gul'dan, Mama Luigi on the Rhaegar, Aurum on Blaze, and Aeladin is on the Anubarak.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game number 1 is underway here on Towers of Doom. Checking out our level 1 quest, we've got Pursuit of Flame here for Gul'dan. Going to be stacking those Qs for extra range. Should definitely help out here versus Vala and Hanzo. Scatter Arrow quest starting out for Hanzo, and we've got the, what do we call that these days? Creed of the Hunter for Vala. As Aeladin taking a lot of damage here early, has to burrow charge on out of there, but T3 Cat chasing forward with the Hungering Arrow. Can't quite take down the Beetle. With a lot of damage coming out early from Summer Squash. Gonna force a wide rotation here from Reset City as our offlaners are now getting ready here in the top lane. Blaze Hogger, pretty standard matchup. Both of them have really good health regen. The only major difference between the two, Hogger manaless, of course, and Blaze does have that mana to watch for. Here in the mid, we see Lamort cleaning up that lane, helping out Hogger here. Gonna need a rotation. Ooh, Lamort actually taking some damage here. Double stun out from Aeladin. There's the move over the wall, but connected was Gul'dan with that Drain Hope. And First Blood will go over to Reset City. With that, they're going to jump over here to the left side camp and go for a steal 5v4 right now. They're in a 4v3 situation. Mezo's forced to jump out of there. Can they finish off this camp? They can. Great job capitalizing on the early pick here by Reset City. Offlaners just remaining in the top lane here. Haven't had a chance to break out. Looks like Ace is finally going to get the opportunity to move on over to the mid lane. Pina Colada and Mama Luigi here for Reset City. Just watching out, making sure there's no invade, and the invade is coming. Mezos stunned out, not able to jump onto the point in time. So that'll be a double camp for Reset City. Strong start here from the red team. We are in the very, very early going, so nothing said and done just yet. Aeladin moving on out there to push T3 Cat back. Bala doing pretty well on the stack so far, 21 and counting. Hanzo at 5 out of 20 on that Scatter Arrow quest. Gul'dan 5 out of 40 on the Pursuit of Flame. Lamort looking for a flank. Ooh, gets a good hit onto Gul'dan, but there's Aeladin diving on forward. Lamort taking a huge chunk of damage. That is Hanzo to fall. Mezos goes down next. T3 Cat trying to trade on the top side. Nice spacing, though. Great heal from Rhaegar. Lever status survives, and that is a triple kill for Reset City. Really nice job by Pina Colada and Lever Status spacing out behind that bush, not allowing T3 Cat to stay locked on with those auto attacks. Those are some very timely kills before our first altars are activating. Pina Colada going to get the neutral channel here. Slick Rub chasing forward a little bit, but not to be stopped. Nice job by Vala, though, going over to the left-hand side, allowing Hogger to harry Blaze a little bit here. Big rotation from Reset City as Hogger feels the heat and moves on back. Still going to be a 2-for-1, though, for Reset City on our first objective. Pretty close to level 7 as both of our teams. Left side camp should be coming up in a few seconds. 15 on that one. Slick Rub doing great Lucio plays here, just hanging out, making the rotations difficult for Reset City. Oh, nice cleanse, though. Mama Luigi purging Aeladin, as it looked like Summer Squash was ready to pounce. Gul'dan able to leak away here for Reset City to the bottom lane and get that wave pushing. Aeladin getting worked there in between the lanes, but nice job by Reset City spacing out a bit there. Looks like Ace moving into the mid. Left side camp up. Looks like this one will be held by Summer Squash. They're positioning like they want to invade here. Hogger has Flame Prio over Blaze right now. Aeladin forced to dig away. Hogger coming on down for a fight. Blaze will not be here quick enough, and this is Summer Squash going for the steal. Nice timing based on the offlaner positioning. Sappers will crash on the wall here. Gate is busted open as we have a single altar spawning in the bottom lane. Pina Colada taking some hits there from the extra range of Summer Squash. All of a sudden, it's Summer Squash putting on the pressure. They're down 4 kills, but they're playing like they're way ahead right now. Just standing right in front of that wall. Scouting out with that Sonic Arrow. Lamort going to go for the channel here. We'll see if Reset City wants to dive on in. It looks like they don't want to pass Mezos. They'll just let those 4 shots go. 16 stacks now for Hanzo. Lamort just using that sidewall to scatter in those W's. Illidan stunning 2 here. There's the follow-up. T3 Cat taking a huge hit as well as Lamort. Gul'dan holding those cooldowns for significant effect here. Now Reset City has their 10s. Illidan looking to find someone on the cocoon, but no one in range. Looking at the rest of the heroics here, we've got the Horrify, we've got Bunker, we've got Ancestral Healing, and Commandeer Odin. Not going to pop any just yet. 10s are now achieved as well for Summer Squash. Dragon Arrow, Shockwave, High Five, Avatar. Fala, it does end up going for the Strafe. Bezos jumping on forward here, looking for Illidan. Oh, the Dragon Arrow somehow goes right through everybody. Illidan a step behind, but it turns out the step that they needed. Continuing to push forward on the bottom lane here is Summer Squash. Hanzo in the mid right now as Tychus rotating back to the team for Reset City. Bezos jumping out of trouble there. Illidan looking for an opportunity to dive onto that back line. Gul'dan finishing up with that Q quest. You see that lengthened Fell Flame, as that is going to be Lucio put into the cocoon there. Bezos peeling away. Horrify pushes Muradin into the side. They're trying to get Lucio here. Slick Rub tries to pump it up with that healing. Ace with a great flank allows Lamort to get the last hit. Stun into the wall. Illidan going to be saved by the Ancestral Healing, but Summer Squash continues to chase forward. Hogger getting the cutoff there. Uh-oh, Illidan got cut off by the terrain, but it is enough to get away. Great pounce there by Summer Squash, taking advantage of those heroics. And that is going to mean a double channel for them. 8 shots into the core of Reset City.
Let the Gravekeeper know my power.
Bottom side camps are up. Looks like Reset City not going to give the opportunity for the invade this time. As both teams will claim their camps. Oh, Mezos jumping straight in there, going to be stunned out. Tychus putting on big damage. Muradin nearly going down there. Hanzo has finished up that level 1 quest as well, so we're going to get 5 projectiles on that scatter arrow. Bezos finds the stun onto the front line. Vala put into the cocoon here. We want to fight on the side of Reset City. Somehow Blaze going down on the top side to Hogger. Oh, wow. The High Five denies the Horrify. And nobody on the side of Summer Squash went down. What a save there. Meanwhile, though, Ace soloing Blaze on the top lane is now going to get heavy priority on these rotations. Reset City was not expecting that offlane kill. They look a little lost on their rotation right now. Summer Squash now with a significant lead and experience continue their siege on the bottom side. Double altar spawning on the top part of the map. T3 Cat pushing the big pressure onto Gul'dan. Wow, the scatter from Lamort nearly getting that kill. Vala playing very aggressively here, keeping up those auto attack stacks. Summer Squash has absolutely turned it on post 10 here. Reset City on the back foot right now, looking for a way back into control here in this match. Ace grabbing the left side channel as Lamort stops the right for now, but it looks like not going to be a full commit here. Or is it? Mezos jumping on forward, wants to start a fight. Dragon Arrow stun onto 2 here. Shockwave to follow it up. Mama Luigi with the self-ancestral bunker. No, Rhaegar can't get in range. Tychus will be able to move on back. Illidan might be saved by the Horrify. No, T3 Cat avoided the fear and finished off an Uberak. All of a sudden, we're 4 kills to 4. Summer Squash have the map control. They're up 5 heroes to 3, and they're going to put the pressure on in the mid lane. Lamort taking a big hit there from Gul'dan, but there's the chase forward. Orym, ooh, saves lever status with that jet propulsion. Sonic Arrow will not get the last hit onto Gul'dan, but Reset City forced to move back and heal up. Nearly a 2-level lead for Summer Squash here. After a shaky opening, is now looking fantastic here on Towers of Doom. Gonna go for this camp steal. 16's right on the edge here. This camp take should give it to them. Quite nearly. Hogger pushing up this top lane, starting to whittle down the top fort. Orem going for a battle here as we check in on the bottom side. Sappers moving on forward. Going to be stopped for now as the Sappers, all three are going to connect with the structure. 16 to 14 here, though. Reset City's got to be a little bit wary about getting into a full fight, but they're still going to put the hurt onto Mezos as our triple altar phase is now activating. Summer Squash going to get their camp while they can. We'll see if Hogger can interrupt that right side or if they're just looking for a 2-for-1 here. Looks like the offlaners are simply going to trade the top side and the focus will be down here. T3 Cat just going to finish up this channel. Great job by Mezos and Slick Rub just closing the door there on the right. Going to make it an easy 2-for-1. Stun onto Anubarak, Aeladin. Slowed down by the Skullcracker. Sapper's starting to move on forward, will take out that structure. There's a Dragon Arrow short range. Pina Colada receives the Ancestral Healing. I think that was a... Oh, that Horrified did go off, but Anubarak goes down. Mama Luigi being chased out. Lever status in trouble. Pina Colada, ooh, gets back to safety. Scatter just a smidge offline. Still a triple kill for Summer Squash. They're going to get an extra Sapper over the line. They might be moving around and thinking about a 6-cap right now. Top is softened up. Mid is softened up. They've got 15 seconds without Anubarak and Rhaegar. They're looking at Blaze in the mid here. Orem may be in trouble. Hard stop by Lucio, and that is going to be Orem to fall. Nice staggered kill, and they're going to be working on this mid tower. Hogger working on the top side as well. Tychus trying to take this down before the shots start to rain. Mezos jumping the gap here, and Pina Colada's forced to back off. Hogger's taking down the top structure. We're looking at the start of a 6-cap right now. Aeladin taking big hits as T3 Cat moves forward. Scatter connects. Anubarak will still go down as the cocoon went out. And there it is. The towers are all owned by Summer Squash, and the shots are starting to fire across the map. Reset City. Without Blaze, without Anubarak, there's not a whole lot they can do here besides just try to blitz a structure. Moving up to the top side, Hogger's taking that camp. The shots are moving across, and this looks like it is going to be it. 7 shots with this altar, and this will be the game. Summer Squash, pouring it on in the mid and late game, will take the victory here on Towers of Doom. GG. Very solid performance there coming out from Summer Squash, turning it on especially post 10. Really doing some good work there with the scaling damage, with the poke, and with those high fives. Slick Rub did a fantastic job with those. Let's check out the post game. See what the stats say here. T3 Cat on the Vala, top hero damage for Summer Squash, 56,000 coming on out there. For Reset City, Lever status on the Gul'dan, leading the way at 38,000 hero damage. And a valiant effort there from the red team. We'll take a quick look at the talents as we update the scoreboard here. Hey, look at that. We'll get ready for Game 2. Alrighty. Blaze goes... Hello, we are back, getting ready for game number 2 in this Road to Nexomania matchup. Summer Squash currently up 1-0 over Reset City. As a reminder, these teams, I believe, are still on track to play all 3 games, regardless of how this next one goes, so settle in for a triple set tonight. Teams are in the lobbies, we're just making sure everyone's all set and ready to go. Let's head on over to Map Select. We are going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen here for game number 2, this time chosen by Reset City. So we'll see what Summer Squash is thinking for that first pick. Let's get into the draft. It's up and running. All right, Tomb of the Spider Queen. You're thinking wave clear, you're thinking durability, you're thinking siege damage. Let's see what these teams want to prioritize here on Tomb. Imagine we'll see somewhat similar bans off the top. There didn't seem to be any serious targets in those bans. So we'll see if maybe one of these teams has an ace up the sleeve for this particular map. Sticking with that Sylvanas band here is Summer Squash. Reset City. Focusing on the tank bans last game. We'll see if they're going to try to shake up the draft as Summer Squash at all here. What are we thinking? They're going to get rid of Lucio. Okay, so they are starting to make some adjustments here to the draft. Slick Rub definitely doing a fantastic job on the Lucio there in game number 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen, another small map that Lucio can get almost permanent high speed boost on. Summer Squash here thinking about their next ban. We'll see if they want to get rid of the Johanna or try to make Reset City ban it away. Gonna ban out the Junkrat. Okay, so sticking with the DPS bans here for game number 2. Reset City. See what they least want to deal with here. I'm probably banning away Johanna if I'm them. We'll see what their priority is going to be. Gonna take out the Hogger. Okay. So really wanting to make sure that last draft does not come through again. See which power pick Summer Squash wants to control here. Considering the map, I'm feeling a Johanna pick, but maybe they want that Blaze. Bezos does opt for the Johanna first pick. Reset City now with the double option. Leoric's usually a good one into Johanna's. Johanna does not move around very quickly. It's pretty easy for Leoric to land those spooky hands. That does mean they give up Blaze, so maybe they want to hold that for later. Or just take the Blaze now. Yeah, or I'm going to go ahead and grab that Blaze. Anduin, the choice here for Mama Luigi. I like that because Anduin, you know, strong healer overall, but if you're worried about the opponent taking Leoric alongside this Johanna, Anduin's got the save for that. Blaze has the bunker save for that. So really putting a different off-laner choice possibly into the hands of Summer Squash here. See what their next two picks are going to look like. Ace opting for the Dahaka here that was banned game number 1. Slick Rub going for Brightwing. Now, you might think it's a little weird taking a double global here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but honestly, the global is only a small part of the power of these two heroes right now. Dahaka, super strong overall. Movement speed that you can get with the durability and extra health bars. You don't even need to global into a fight to get value. Brightwing, same thing. Just a fantastic hero. Even if you're globaling super short range, it's a great heal and a great way to reposition for a fight. Vala banned out by Reset City. Summer Squash looking at the Blaze Anduin. It's a pretty good combo there. I'd be worried about something like a Genji, maybe a Maiev if they're just going for a dive puddle on the light bomb engage. Diablo gonna be the ban here from Summer Squash. Diablo definitely enables that combo as well. But I'd love to see a Reset City just go big time engage here. Make use of that make use of that Blaze stun, make use of that Anduin light bomb engage. I want to see some aggro here from Reset City. We'll see what they're cooking up for this next two picks. Muradin Hanzo from Illidan and Pina Colada. Alright, I mean, Hanzo's got a good long-range engage as well, so we've got a pretty decent stun train picked out by Reset City. Blaze has stun, Muradin has stun, Anduin and Hanzo have stun on ult. Brightwing does have an AoE cleanse, but there's a lot of stuns on top of each other here, and Brightwing can only get rid of one of them. T3 Cat will take the Genji, and Lamort going for Chromie to add on that extra wave clear alongside the Johanna. Genji does have Hanzo to go after in the back here. Anduin not great at peeling dive. So it could work out here for T3 Cat. Lever status on the last pick. See what it's going to be. Are we going to see that Gul'dan wave clear again? Ooh, Tassadar wave clear this time for Reset City. I do love a Tassadar on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's just super, super safe wave clear, especially if you go with that W range on 1. Though, honestly, 2 backliners that are a little bit vulnerable to the Genji dive. Reset City's going to have to watch out for that. Blaze and Murden might have to peel backwards a little bit to deal with that pressure. Alright, getting ready here for game 2. Alright. Game number 2 getting ready to come at you here. Taking a look at these 2 drafts. I was thinking that Reset City was a little light on the wave clear till they picked up that Tassadar, and that absolutely shored up that issue. But I am a little bit worried about their response into this Genji from Summer Squash. Genji feels like they might be able to just hang out on that back line. If they can dodge the Anduin Chastise, dodge the Jet Propulsion, we might see a pretty solid game here from Summer Squash. But let's get into it. Here we go, game number 2 in this Road to Nexomania matchup. On the left in the blue, it is Summer Squash. Ace on the Dahaka, Lamort playing Chromie, Mezos on the Johanna, Slickrub on Brightwing, and T3 Cat is on Genji. On the right in the red, we have Reset City. Lever status playing the Tassadar, Pina Colada on Hanzo, Aeladin on the Muradin, Mama Luigi playing the Anduin, and Aurum on Blaze. Looks like we got a little pause here. Here we go. Game number 2 is underway. Checking our level 1 talents. Dahaka going for the health quest here on level 1. We almost always see the speed these days from our zoomy dinosaurs, but going for durability this time is Dahaka. We do see that W level 1 here for lever status. Going to be able to get extra range on the Psionic Storm, but Ace getting the drag regardless. Mama Luigi denying here. Genji jumping in to try to get the last hit. Will not get it. Blaze is already leaked out to the bottom lane here. Ace sticking with the pack here, really wanting to get a pick. Aeladin with that Dwarf Toss jumps back to safety. Taki using that burrow to get on down to the bottom lane to match Blaze. Genji just interrupting those rotations. Using that deflect to sort of counter the Psionic Storm damage a little bit. Yeah, Genji is able to just jump in there. Oh, wow. Great follow-up. Is that going to be our kill? Oh, my goodness. T3 Cat escapes, and Chromie gets the counter kill onto Hanzo. Honestly, getting the raw chastise with the Stormbolt follow-up, that was what I was thinking the Reset City might have a tough time doing, but honestly, they've sniped Genji twice now with that CC train. So things might be a little bit more in their favor than I thought it would be. And now T3 Cat has moved away to work on this bottom side camp. Aurum checking it out here, has scouted it out. We'll see if there's going to be any rotation from the rest of the team. Taka moving on down to speed this up. As Bezos getting some dismounts on the rotation here. Looks like Reset City is just going to give up that bottom camp and keep on rotating between top and mid. Reset City going to go ahead and get their Bruiser going here in the mid lane. Bottom lane Siege Camp is starting to move on forward. Aurum going to have to deal with that. Bezos dropping 22 here for Summer Squash. That Bruiser Camp starting to go down here. Not the fastest camp clearers on the side of Reset City here. See Hanzo picking up that target practice quest on 1, just stacking up those storm bows on heroes in the early game. Mazos rotating through the mid to help step up and clear this bruiser camp that was claimed by Reset City. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, the bottom wall going down completely. Aurum having a tough time here, as Summer Squash have been able to leak out Genji, leak out Chromie to that bottom lane to keep the pressure on. And Genji working under towers here, trying to get the reset onto Aurum. No reset, but they do get that kill. Blaze goes down. Brightwing able to join the gank from a distance is a nice little play made by Summer Squash there. Bottom fort going to be going down. Summer Squash not weak early in this one. Looking fantastic so far on Tomb of the Spider Queen. They do have enough gems for a turn-in if they choose. Looks like they want to start up that bruiser camp in the mid first. Dropping off 20 here is Reset City. They still need a 9 more to get that turn-in. Slick Rub and Ace trying to finish this off. Those two I don't believe are enough. I think they need 5 more. Yeah. Right now, Ace holding the lion's share here is going to try to turn in on the bottom side. Pina Colada trying to scout out, does see it, and we'll get the interrupt here. Uh-oh, but may have gone too far. Great natural agility. Chromie with the follow-up damage. Is that going to be enough zoning? It looks like it is. Ace drops off. Oh no, I didn't see Aurum. Aurum, nice job. That'd be. Not going to be able to do it twice, though. Ace will get the first turn in here for Summer Squash. Blue Web Weaver's on the way as Aurum once again being pushed back by this bottom lane focus from Summer Squash. Pina Colada over the wall. They're looking to get the pinch here onto Ace and T3 Cat. Genji mounted up, able to jump over the wall there. Ace gonna dig on back to safety. Nice escape there from Summer Squash. Mazos and Lamort alone in the top lane, gonna try to get this wall down. Mid is starting to pressure as well. Oh, Anduin is actually going to go down in between lanes there. T3 Cat catching the healer. Not sure how Anduin got caught out over there. Was focused on the top lane for a moment. Top wall is down as T3 Cat just working on Tassadar, trying to peel back his Murden. But now they're both the target here. Chromie with the rewind. That's going to be Tassadar going down. Aeladin will face the light. Double kill here for Summer Squash, as they are really putting it on early. Bottom lane pressure continues. Mid lane is down. Top lane about to fall. Summer Squash have their 10s though. It is the Temporal Loop, Blessed Shield, X-Strike, Blink Heal, and Isolation to round out their heroics. They do have enough for a double turn-in if they choose. Boss is also available. See what they want to do with their heroic advantage. Bottom camp claimed. Tahaka just working on the lane clear here, and it looks like it is going to be some turn-ins for Summer Squash. They do need Tahaka to turn in, though. It looks like Ace going to the top side. Camp will not be tagged here by Reset City, because they are just trying to soak these waves and find 10s before the next fight is upon them. One more wave ought to do it here. There they go. 10s are online for Reset City. We're looking at the bunker. We're looking at Avatar, Light Bomb, Dragon Arrow. Tassadar going for the Archon. These Web Weavers are moving way forward, especially in the top and bottom lanes. Tahaka in the top lane, Genji in the bottom lane, 3 in the mid here for Summer Squash. 12 to 10 for the moment. Blessed Shield engaged here from Mazos. Nice jump out there by Pina Colada. Dragon Arrow catches one. Slick Rub in trouble, but manages to blink back to safety. Light Bomb will not connect. Blue Web Weavers continue to pressure bottom lane, moving right into the keep. Top lane nearly down. Ace, uh-oh. Ace may have gone out a little bit too far. Has to pop the essence here. Going back to full health. Will avoid the stun there from Aurum, but is slowed down. Not enough damage in range to deal with that dino. 13 to 11 here as the last fort does fall. And it looks like Summer Squash are thinking about this top boss. Feeling very confident with their 2-level lead and their talent tier advantage. We'll see if Reset City can get their lanes pushed up and think about a turn-in for their 54 in the bank. Boss going to be claimed here by Summer Squash. As Reset City grabs their mid-bruiser. Don't really have the opportunity for a turn-in now, though. They have to deal with this top lane pressure. Boss starts to move in. Dahaka in the mid right now, just keeping the other lanes pushed forward. Wall goes down, and the boss will start to advance onto the keep. T3 Cat into the back here. What damage from Chromie. Unbelievable. Oh, but they key onto Genji, and that is going to be the first to fall. Now they have to turn onto this boss that is wailing down on this keep. That's been very impressive so far from Reset City. They've had a few moments of glory, in particular. Getting those skill shot CCs onto Genji in that backline is not an easy task, but they've done that a few times now. Haka throwing a wave here at the bottom keep. Looks like Lamort wants to start up this bruiser camp. Slickrob going to help out. But that is going to allow a turn-in here for Reset City to help them push out these lanes. I think they have enough for a double turn-in. I didn't note the total there. They're looking for their 13s before the next fight if they can jump on one quickly. Slickrub going to hold on to that bruiser camp for a moment. Looking for a flank here as T3 Cat and Ace. Aurum is going to be seen there, dismounted and dragged. Look at those Shingun just doing work here. But here comes the rest of the crew. Nice bunker usage. There's the light bomb. Gonna not stun on the Dahaka. Ace gonna get hit here as the isolation lands. Dragon Arrow stun here as well. Gonna be healed up by Brightwing, but oh no, two are now caught. Blaze actually going down to Genji on the bottom side as Dahaka falls. Genji was chasing on forward to the low side there. So it ends up being a trade. Red Web Weavers are mostly down. Genji clearing up the last one in the bottom lane. Aeladin looking for trailing Chromie, but not finding the hit with the Stormbolt. Summer Squash do have their 16 tier advantage. They do not have enough for their next turn in. One more gem needed for Reset City. They need the whole team to turn in. Blessed Shield not available yet for Mesos. Just trying to buy some time until that's back. Ace going for a drag, not going to get it. Temporal Loop from Chromie. Great stun, though, from Aeladin. Prevents a lot of damage there, but still gathered up by Johanna. Leverstad is in trouble. That's Tassadar going down. Summer Squash continues to chase on forward here. Mama Luigi going onto the top side. Blessed Shield was already used, but Johanna still gathering up Anduin. T3 Cat has the Swift Strike, and Anduin goes down as the second kill in this extended engagement. 17 to 14 here for Summer Squash. Still 19 gems needed for a third turn-in for them. They're just going to try to slow siege this top keep. Dahaka getting the other lanes pushed forward in the meantime. Tassadar is back. Genji taking some poke there, going down to half. Ooh, nice job. Crossfire and Stormbow connecting. Boss is up in another minute. Reset City does have enough gems if they can find an opportunity here. Aeladin moving between the lanes, just trying to watch for flanks. Turning down a few gems in the bottom side here is Summer Squash. Aeladin with 18. We'll get that turned in. Chromie just warding up the bottom side here. Illidan will be spotted. T3 Cat is spotted as well, though. 18 to 15 right now. Summer Squash rotating to this bruiser camp. We're going to start this up, but Mazos is here. Scouts it out. Going to just step on up here. T3 Cat into the back, looking for a big X strike. Lands onto Pina Colada. Silence out onto Muradin. Light Bomb. Counter. T3 Cat could have to be cleansed there. Mama Luigi pulling Illidan back to safety. Lever status backing up as well. No kills so far as the Archon is doing some good work here for lever status. Mama Luigi able to move on back, but Ace, great drag onto Illidan. Muradin goes down. And now they're looking for this bottom keep. Bottom keep will fall. Siege Giants are pressuring forward as well. Gonna see if they can get this mid, though. They've already got a bruiser camp moving on forward. Summer Squash looking very, very strong here in game number 2. They just step up and do as they please, taking out this mid keep. T3 Cat being aggressive there on the south side. Off that kill, looks like they're looking at a triple keep play. Chromie using those time traps to draw the fire, and that is all keeps down. This is a short window here for Reset City, but this is a fight that they'd want to take. Illidan jumps into the back, tries to stun Chromie. Lamort with the timeout denies. And now it's going to be Summer Squash turning on this fight. Blaze goes down. Illidan is stunned as well. Manages to pop the Avatar here, as we're going to see lever status. Oh, great timing save from Mama Luigi. Another great pull there. Wow, Mama Luigi doing big work there, running it back to the base. It could be a, could just be too little too late right now, as Summer Squash has their 20s and they do have enough for their next turn-in. Does Tahaka have enough for solo? Yes, Ace is going to be able to tag this in while the boss is being taken. Blaze still down for another 8 seconds. It's going to take a miracle here. Illidan's got to move. Tahaka's starting to dig on up to the top lane. There's the stop onto Muradin. Ace into the back line here. Going to be poked down by Pina Colada. T3 Cat chasing forward onto lever status. There's the swift strike. Tassadar goes down. What a cleanse from Slick Rub. Anduin will fall next. Blessed Shield coming on out as well. Drag lands onto Aurum. Pina Colada trying to duel with Lamort here. Blaze goes down. Hanzo goes down. There's a quad. Illidan double stun. Can Muradin get away to deny the team wipe? It's going to be close. They can't get Muradin. They will get the core here. Summer Squash looking dominant here in game number 2 on Tomb of the Spider Queen. The objective will collapse, and that will be the core to fall. Very well played. GG. Very nicely done. Summer Squash definitely warmed up there from game number 1 with a quick game 2 on Tomb of the Spider Queen, looking quite unstoppable there on that map. Let's go to the post game. See what we got here. T3 Cat on the Genji, leading the way on hero damage, 44,000 coming on out for Summer Squash. Pina Colada on the Hanzo, 42,000. The other Shimada brother competing there for Reset City. We'll take a look at the talents, and we will confirm that we are going to go for a game number 3. I'll keep an eye on the chat. Looks like they are still down. All right, cool. We'll be going to a game 3 in a minute. Got a possible. All right, welcome back. We are getting ready for game number 3 there. Sorry for the delay. We now have 10 in our lobby, and we will be going into our game number 3 shortly. Road to Nexomania right now, 2-0 Summer Squash over Reset City. Still opting to play the 3rd game here because first and foremost, this is a scrim club, and these teams are just looking to get those competitive games in. Let's go to the map select real fast. See, we are going to Battlefield of Eternity here for game number 3, as chosen by Summer Squash. Let's jump into the draft. All right, we'll try this again. Is my cursor being captured? Unacceptable. That will fix immediately. There we go. Now you can't see my cursor. I did rejig my entire OBS setup. And I personally don't like the aesthetic of the cursor on the screen, so I hide it for you all. I know there's a lot of people that do like it, but I'm doing this for me. Just running those bands back to where they were. Hog or Vala banned out by Reset City. Summer Squash taking away the Anduin, and we'll see what their fourth top band will be. Battlefield of Eternity, Vala banned. I'm probably banning Hanzo. Unless there's another pick they're trying to bait with the Hanzo. Diablo's still banned away. Li Ming going to be the choice here for lever status. Okay. This is a good Li Ming map. If that's your comfort pick, I feel like going first with that on Battlefield is totally viable, depending on what's up. It does leave the Blaze for Summer Squash, should they choose it. Let's see what they're thinking here. I'm going Blaze and Uberak if I'm them. Blaze Genji. Alright, T3 Cat still feeling themselves on the Genji. Mezos will snap up that Blaze. See if Reset City wants the Anubarak alongside the Li Ming or not here. That is a very common combination. Keep someone locked down in one spot for a few seconds so Li Ming can line up that shot. Let's see what the choice is going to be. Lucio Urel. Two good heroes, don't get me wrong. The reason I'm a little bit iffy on that is because Li Ming likes it when enemy heroes are still. Lucio and Urel, very strong displacement heroes, but I feel a little bit of anti-synergy with Li Ming. You can make it work. It's a little bit difficult, but if Li Ming is willing to wait for the big Urel hammer to go through, or aim where Lucio looks like they're going to push, it can totally work out. I feel like it makes it a lot harder to execute. So maybe Reset City, maybe they've got that practice behind them and they can totally pull this off. But when I'm drafting, I like it when there's a Li Ming in my comp. If I've got a Malfurion, I've got an Anubarak, I've got anything that's going to keep the enemy heroes right where I want them. There's that Hanzo ban here from Reset City. Anduin already banned, so they're not worried about the Blaze Genji Anduin trifecta. Let's see what Summer Squash is thinking about banning on out here. They're thinking about picking, I should say. Garrosh Illidan. Alright, getting spicy here for Summer Squash. I've got Blaze follow-up CC, but we'll see if maybe they want to put like a Malfurion with this Garrosh. Something that can layer down after that throw. Illidan Genji. Getting a little experimental on the side of Summer Squash here. Last two picks for Reset City. Looking for a tank, looking for a flex. It's going to be Zul'jin Muradin. I like it. Zul'jin obviously might have a little bit of a tough time into Illidan, since Illidan can dodge auto attacks, but it's only for so long. And you've got the Li Ming there who can hit Illidan during that phase either way. But still, that's a lot of mobility being played into Li Ming here as, wow, Slickrub going for Ana. I guess Ana's got decent distance to heal the Illidan and Genji, but they're both flipping around so much. I feel like Slickrub might have a little bit of trouble healing up these two damage dealers. Ana does follow up on Garrosh combos, though, so that is helpful. Alright. The teams are set. We're getting ready for game number 3. Alright, looking at the two drafts. I feel like Summer Squash, they're just, you know, they're being a little experimental here, seeing what they can pull off with some offbeat heroes. I've stated my issue with Li Ming in a displacement comp, but it's up to them to execute here. I feel like Zul'jin, Li Ming, very nice damage profile here on Battlefield of Eternity. If they can catch that Genji and Illidan, they will absolutely pop, but they do have to catch them first. So we'll see if Reset City can get those slippery assassins as they try to dive into that backline. All right, getting loaded on up. There we go. All right, let's do game number 3. Here we go, game number 3, our final game of the night. On the left in the blue, once again, it is Summer Squash. Lamort is on the Illidan, T3 Cat on Genji, Slick Rub playing the Ana, Mazos on Blaze, and it is Ace on the Garrosh. On the right in the red, we have Reset City, Mamba Luigi on Lucio, Lever Status playing Li Ming, Illidan on the Muradin, Pina Colada playing Zul'jin, and it is Aurum on the Yrel. Right now it looks like Garrosh going to the top lane. We'll see if this is maybe a 2-3 or maybe a 1-1-3 here from Summer Squash. Looks like Illidan is coming up here to join for now. So they are trying to gank Yrel, and Yrel did go for Dauntless, which is going to make their damage output very, very low. So we'll see how that matchup goes. Zul'jin, of course, going to be looking to step up and get as many autos as possible onto enemy heroes here in the early going. Keeping an eye on that mini-map there as Illidan and Garrosh teaming up forces in that top lane. Oh, Mazos taking a good chunk there off the fishing Stormbolt from Illidan. Aurum just trying to hold it down there, 1v2. Genji thinking about rotating up to the top side will come on down and rejoin Slick Rub and Mazos. I think the stream's working pretty well. I mean, you can tell me. In my OBS, I haven't dropped any frames. I'm sitting at a cool 9K bitrate. I'm hoping everything's coming through well on your side. If you're noticing the video's funny, or it's, you know, it's lagging, or it's chunky, please let me know. Everything in my tests seemed like it was going to be okay, but, you know, sometimes when you go live, things are a little bit different. So if the video quality is weird or different in some way, I'd love to get some feedback on that. But otherwise, the stream, I would say on my end, seems like it's going pretty well. Reset City putting on the pressure here in the bottom lane as Illidan going for a right side Shaman Camp steal before the 2-minute mark. See if anyone's going to be able to rotate up to check that out. Aurum is moving over to that camp there as Lamort is missing. Illidan going to check, and there it is. There's the discovery. Lamort has been found out. And Illidan will be forced to leave. Good senses there from Reset City. Looking good? Fantastic. Thank you. Oh, Aurum could be in some trouble here, trying to use that Dauntless. Lamort, is going to be taken down by the fort. Diving under tower, not working out. Reset City will claim first blood. Was it too crazy to set up for YouTube? Honestly, no, not really. There's a little bit of difference in setting up the stream. Like in Twitch, basically you just set a title and go. With this, like you know, you can change the kind of stream you're doing. You can set up your description and title ahead of time. You can do your thumbnail ahead of time. So there's a more involved setup. But when it's time to go live, you just select which setup you want to go with, and yeah, there you go. I did encounter a little bit of a quirk in scheduling multiple streams, but I won't get into that right now. It was easy enough to fix. Looks like we got a little bit of a connection here on the bottom side as our first objective is now on the way. He's stepping up to defend. Illidan thrown in, jumps right back out again. Zul'jin asleep there on the front lines. Oh, nice timing there by Mazos. Pina Colada in some trouble there. Zul'jin will be taken down. Zul'jin currently 5 stacks out of 40 on that, 5 stacks out of 30, I should say, on that baseline quest. Trying it this week as well. Fantastic. Well, good luck to you. What I would suggest, what you can do is you can actually run unlisted or private streams on YouTube, and that was a great way to test without like pinging everybody every time I went to do a stream test. So just like videos can be private or unlisted, streams can be private or unlisted too. Nice lineup there from Reset City. They're going to get that kill onto Garrosh. So far, Li Ming's been doing a pretty good job of lining up those shots despite the displacement from Lucio and Yrel. Really nice job. This looks like they're going to be picking up the first objective here. Strong start from the red team. Top lane will be the focus for this objective. Slamort is going to be caught on that rotation. Skips into the back line there. Oh, gets hit with the bomb from Li Ming. Tries to dash on through. Illidan taken down. Pina Colada in trouble, though. Zul'jin is taken out. Mama Luigi. Oh, turns it around onto Genji. That's Genji going down here, but so is Li Ming. Bloodbath in between the lanes. Wow. 2 for 2 and counting. Slickrub staying in that ADS. Get out of the trait form, Slickrub. Puts the sleep dart out, is still crouch walking away. Oh no, Slickrub. Now Ace gets a little bit of healing from the Bloodthirst, but will almost certainly be going down. Garrosh will fall. All the while, there is an objective here. Objective, working on the lanes. Team's having a ballroom brawl in between there. Belith will just wail away on this structure. 8 stacks here for Zul'jin. Still working on those autos. Aurum having a little bit of trouble with Lamort here. Yrel very low on mana. Of course, without mana, can't keep up the Dauntless. Looks like a possible collapse here on the top side. Illidan feels it. Moves on up to the camp. Lamort just putting on that pressure onto Aurum. Yrel's going to need some relief to get some health and mana back. Camp goes over to Reset City. We'll see if anyone can get on down there to help Yrel. Yrel's actually going to start rotating up to the top side here, possibly for a flank fight. Thinks better of it and starts to move on back down. Pina Colada is caught there by Garrosh. Bezos, great follow-up stun. Pina Colada in big trouble here. T3 Cat going to dash in and finish off that kill. Summer Squash picking up one there. Oh, Rock Your World. Hello, hello. Yeah, you were mentioning trying out some YouTube streams. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's some different quirks there, but it's still, in the end, it's still streaming. By the way, as a, on your YouTube account, you can set up an alias if you'd like to rename yourself like in chat without like changing your account name. So your Google account can still be your name for like your email and stuff, but you can set up like a YouTube alias in your settings if you want to be Rock Your World or anything you want to be. Thrown in, Illidan. Uh-oh, Illidan not able to get back over the wall there, will be stunned out by the Immortal. Muradin goes down. They're going to catch Pina Colada. There's the unkillable. Trying to walk away is Zul'jin, but that is going to be Genji with the... Oh, Genji actually went down. Tried to get a double reset there. Got Li Ming, and ultimately Zul'jin did go down, but the tower fire taking out the Cyber Ninja. All the while here, Summer Squash going to start working back on this objective. This match a little bit more even, but definitely a lot more brawling outside of objective times from these two teams so far. As they both try to burn down their respective immortals. Ace starting to come across here, thinking about a fight. Reset City ahead on their immortal damage. As T3 Cat looks to join. Illidan uses the Stormbolt. hanging out in that back line for now. Ace going to throw Muradin back in there. Already used the toss. Oh, T3 Cat is sent far away there. Not sure how Genji was bumped back so much. Aeladin is down. Aurum in some trouble as well. Pops the Ardent Defender, trying to jump away from trouble. Yrel is taken out there. T3 Cat double Swift Strike resets. Somehow survives. I thought that Lucio auto attack was going to follow him and pick up that kill, but no. Summer Squash going 4-2 there. Lamort pops the evasion. Getting away from Deoxys. Right now, Summer Squash just looking like the mechanically superior team right now. Making good use of Illidan and Genji. Just trying to block these shots as Illidan works on the objective there on the top side. Reset City is whole again, moving on forward. Mezos stunned out in the front line. Jump in from Yrel. That is it for Blaze. Mama Luigi moving that back over as there is the sound barrier and the unkillable. Pina Colada still in trouble though as Lucio goes down. It's a full reset for both sides though. 3 for 2 so far. There goes Garrosh. 4 for 2 now for Reset City. It's both teams just resetting all over the place, but it is the red team coming out ahead there. That is going to get them an Immortal moving down the bottom lane to come through next. Another objective phase here for Reset City. See how much pressure they can put on here. Yrel able to take out that top fort solo, Illidan having to respond. As they put on the pressure on this fort. Uh-oh, Blaze stunned in the front line there. Nice stun onto Genji from Illidan. Ace throwing Muradin in, but Muradin just jumping straight back out. Mezos, though, is going to get knocked in by the objective. Here comes Aurum, jumping on in from the side. Nice save there from Garrosh, taking advantage of the hitbox of the fort for extra throw range. Still Ace in the front line, taking some big hits there, trying to chase forward as Zul'jin, but can't get the last blow. Fort still does go down. Gonna continue pressuring on forward. Reset City. Now knocking on this keep wall. Objective nearly down here. Yrel working on Illidan there in the top lane as we see the retreat. Ooh, T3 Cat wants it. Trying to keep an eye on that top lane matchup, see when I can go. Yeah, let's go check it out. Aurum just trying to get those hits there. Always difficult to land anything onto the slippery Illidan. Both teams hovering around here. Still a 4v4 situation. Illidan and Yrel not on their way. 15s for both sides. Bunkers forced out here from Blaze. Camp will go over to Summer Squash as Illidan jumped in and jumping back out. T3 Cat with the Dragon Blade is going to be interrupted there. Nano Boost landing as well for extra damage, trying to get through everybody. Lever status at Mama Luigi somehow going to survive. Ace in trouble will go down. That'll be a trade Muradin for Garrosh. That was looking like it was at least a triple reset for Genji, but not able to finish off those kills. '16's on the cuff for both teams right now as our next Immortal phase is spawning in. Summer Squash trying to get their Shaman camp rolling on out here. As my cat is being very needy at the moment. Needy Jin on my left. Buddy, you're okay. You're okay. You're alright. There you go. Shaman camp's being claimed by both sides here as the Immortals spawn on forward. Illidan trying to shepherd the camp through the bottom lane, but here comes a heavy rotation from Reset City. Lamort gonna mount up. Felt it coming. Staying safe here. Defensive positions on these Immortals, so it's going to be a free clear here for Reset City as they move to pressure the objective next. Illidan thinking about a turnaround Stormbolt there. T3 Cat. is seen. Looks like they're looking at Illidan here. Lamort trying to move away. Illidan jumps on forward. There's the extra stun, and that will be it for Illidan. T3 Cat going down to half as well. Nice pounce there from Reset City. Haste trying to move on forward there. Ends up in a 1v5 situation. Uh-oh. Garrosh going down. Reset City with a double kill here in a great position on the map and a great position on this objective. Immortals going down to half here. Just trying to clear out this top lane as Summer Squash. 8 seconds on Illidan, 20 seconds on Garrosh. As it looks like we're going to have pretty well a full shield Immortal here for Reset City. Unless Summer Squash is going to just dive on in here, but it looks like that's not the case. 30,000 health on the shields here for Reset City. Looks like the top lane will be the focus, but we got a flank here. Mesos and T3 Cat got to watch out. Illidan trying to watch this entryway. Summer Squash goes the safe route. Mesos ducking into the gate there as Illidan is way ahead here. I don't know if they saw Illidan on the map. There it is. Lamort is seen. The Pina Colada in the area as well. Illidan trying to create some space here, but will simply be run down. Illidan will fall as this objective is now being focused, but now Reset City is catching up. I'm not sure if that's worth. They do get a lot of this shielding gone. Illidan thrown in, jumps right back out. Blaze Bunker is removed. Keep wall goes down, still floating as this Immortal as it works on the keep. Keep getting absolutely shredded down here. Illidan still down for 17 seconds. Could we see more from Reset City? Illidan is going to jump on forward, tries to get the stun, doesn't land. Oh, Ace is repositioned, though, by the Haymaker. Can they get anyone here? T3 Cat pushed away, and now the core is being focused. Reset City is trying to end this right now. Core shielding is down. They're trying to kite backwards here as the sound barrier lands. T3 Cat, great deflect, though. That's Murden to fall. Mama Luigi goes down next. Core is at 34%. The objective is still shelling away. Lamort can't get it. There's still a catapult. It's saved at 2%. Lever status trying to blink on forward here, and the laser gets the finish. Reset City comes back to get a point in this series. GG. What a finish there from Reset City. It looked like they almost got rebuffed, but the disintegration beam is just enough. Reset City does put one on the board to end up with a 2-1 series victory there for the side of Summer Squash. Still a super entertaining game number 3. Let's go to the postgame. Check out the stats here. T3 Cat on the Genji, just doing work this series, all game, every game. 61,500 hero damage there for Summer Squash. Reset City, it was Li Ming, lever status, little over 48,000 hero damage in the end. Great effort there in game number 3. We'll take a look at the talents here, and then we will be closing out our broadcast for today. Let's get the score up there. There we go. Very nicely done. All right, folks, that will end our first big YouTube live cast. Thank you all for being here. If you did come on by and enjoy the show, make sure you throw a like at the bottom of the stream. Let me know that you're enjoying what you're seeing. You're going to see me on the rest of this week right here. If you go to youtube.com/@crushcasts, you can see all of my upcoming streams. You can choose to individually notify yourself when each stream goes live. You get to control those notifications, whatever you want to see. So youtube.com/@crushcasts. If you've not already subscribed, you want to see every time my videos go live, that is the way you can do it. I'm going to be making shorts. I'm going to be making Game of the Week. A lot of content coming out here on YouTube, so make sure you check that out. If you're a TikTok person rather than a YouTube Shorts person, I like to mirror my short videos over there, so check me out over there, TikTok/@crushcasts. And of course, I'm on Twitter now @crushcasts to sort of unify the whole brand here. My moving to YouTube streaming specifically for casting I am. If I'm doing any variety content, I'm going to stay on Twitch for that. So if I'm ever grinding Storm League, playing another game, twitch.tv/thecrushinator, but all of my casting will be taking place here. I will be back tomorrow. I will be back Wednesday, Thursday with all more Road to Nexomania content. So keep an eye out, keep yourself notified, and I will see you next time. Thanks for being here.